What's going on, you guys? Drew Dekes here. Welcome to the Drew Dekes channel. How you doing out there, Habs Nation? No, seriously, Montreal Canadian fans, where's your pulse at as a fan of this team? Well, I'm not really ready for a relationship, Dekesy, but thank you for asking. So the question of the day is, do you still care? The other big question, I think, is why do fans still want to watch games for the Montreal Canadiens right now? It's a pretty simple question, but some of us still do. And it seems like right now we're at the midway point of the season and get ready for more pain. I don't want to be too negative. You guys know that's not normally my nature, but it's time to get realistic and realize that we could be looking at several years of pain for this Montreal Canadiens franchise. We don't know the direction they're going to be taking just yet. Kent Hughes just took over the throne, if you will, as GM of the Montreal Canadiens alongside Jeff Gorton. But I just want to jump on with you guys today and sort of, reintroduce myself to the channel here. It's been almost a year that I've been on Habs Tonight, working with that amazing team with, as you know, Dale Weiss and the amazing friends that I've made on the Habs Tonight team. Shout out to all of you guys. But at this point, I've got to make a decision when it comes to this channel. And last year, this channel was built up mainly because I was doing post-game videos for the Habs. I mean, I know I'm not the only one that's doing that. I mean, I know who Matt Scotian Canadian is, so shout out to Matt. He's worked really hard on his channel. There's other great Montreal Canadiens creators out there. But I am here again because this was the most fun that I really had. I was inspired, of course, by not just Steve Dangle, who I had the privilege to talk to on the Habs Tonight show. A really great episode. If you haven't seen that, check that out. Even with the state of the Montreal Canadiens right now, I mean, I watched Steve go through and still go through many tough years as a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. He's on season 15 of the LFRs, mostly a lot of the times, especially in the beginning, losing seasons. So I figure, why can't I make an attempt to make entertaining videos, even if it's post games, just a couple times a week or even once a week with you guys? If you're on board for that, if you want to see me do that, I'm going to do my best to make them entertaining, bring in some more of my personality into those. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, that's what I'm going to try and do. Do want to touch quickly for a moment or two here on the shellacking the Canadiens took last night, right, against the Minnesota Wild. Ryan Poehling talking before that game about how excited he was to play against his favorite team growing up, the Minnesota Wild. And I bet that he had the experience playing out different in his mind. Ryan Poehling, by the way, solid guy, solid player. He's becoming one of the brighter spots on this team this year, along with Michael Pezzetta, Alexander Romanov, just a few that come to mind. Sometimes it's hard to say. I was really all over headshots last year, but the headshot on Dvorak, or maybe the lack thereof to some people, questionable, but he did have to leave the game, go into protocol, didn't return. I did see that hit, and I mean, there was principal contact made with the head, at least from what I could see. So that's a hard one to really have to have the final answer on, I guess. Christian Dvorak, by the way, not having a bad season. He's been playing the best hockey that we've seen lately out of him as part of the Montreal Canadiens. How you guys liking Rem Pitlick, by the way? Of course, former Minnesota Wild center that we just claimed off waivers. I did a little video on him last week, and he's showing flashes that he can be a serviceable player on this team, at least for the rest of the season. What I said, too, was this likely could be the end of Cedric Paquette by the trade deadline by picking up a player like Rem Pitlick. Once Paul Byron gets back in the lineup, we got Jonathan Drouin and Christian Dvorak as regulars back on the forward group. I think that's going to be the end of Cedric Paquette personally. This was by far the tweet of the night, by the way, from last night's game. I'm a huge Dumb and Dumber fan. Oh, my goodness. You guys are going to hear a lot of Dumb and Dumber quotes and post-game videos going forward. I can promise you that. In a game like last night, though, with Dom Ducharme, I mean, obviously not growing any more favoritism with Hab fans, seeing players like Dauphin get more ice time than, say, Poehling, for example. I saw a lot of fans commenting on that. And also the performance of Cayden Primeau. I mean, I watched all those goals back. And again, some of them weren't good, but did we see Carey Price let in some weak ones in the beginning of his career, even in the middle? It happens, right? And this guy doesn't even have 10 NHL games under his belt yet. So the 10 bell glove saves that he made, those are little flashes of what he can be, and his athleticism is not lacking. It's just far too early to get a real sense of if Cayden Primeau is going to be the guy going forward. We don't know what's going to happen with Carey Price still. And I said get ready for pain a little bit because yeah, we just don't know. I mean, if Carey Price does leave, this team is not going to be getting better when that guy goes. If he goes, let's just say that now. I know that the writing's kind of on the wall for some folks, and maybe for Carey it is too. And we just don't know. We don't have any answers yet. So this stage of the game, though, we have to be prepared for pain. I think that's just obvious. It's not fun. But what I'm saying is my commitment to trying to come on here and do videos with you guys again is that I want to be part of the pain and hopefully able to ease some of that pain by just entertaining you guys. Even if we lose the next 35 games, and that's an exaggeration maybe, but no matter how many games we lose, if I show up here to do a video, whenever that happens to be post game, I plan to make it fun, entertaining. If there's something to rant about that I'm really not happy about, then I'll do that and we'll discuss that together. But that's my commitment here, is to just be along the journey for better or worse in the next little while with you guys. The Habs thankfully return home tomorrow, the first game at the Bell Center in over a month. Not sure what to expect, but like I said, guys, when I'm able, I'm going to jump on and do post games, maybe once a week, twice a week, depending on whenever I can get to them. But if I know you guys are going to be there, and you have been up until this point last year when I was firing them out almost every game. So back on the Drew Dekes channel again, guys, we're going to have some fun on that post game. Like doing the jump cuts here, as you can see again, because I enjoy watching them. So I figure why not make them if you guys enjoy the jump cut style and throwing some humor in. Let's just have some fun with it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you're seeing and you believe in the potential of this channel, of course, like the video, subscribe. Appreciate the support, guys. We'll see you again soon. Cheers.